They called it the War to End All Wars. 4 years, 16 million dead, empires wiped off the map. And the bill? Still being paid today. This is the true cost of World War I. In 1914, Europe stood at the height of civilization: railways, factories, grand capitals. Leaders promised a short, glorious war. Young men marched off singing, flowers in their rifles, convinced they were writing the next proud chapter in human progress. The ledger looked clean. The price seemed worth paying. The price was not. By November 1918, nearly 10 million soldiers were dead, killed by bullets, shells, or disease. Another 7 million civilians gone. Total over 16 million souls. 21 million more came home missing arms, legs, faces, or their minds. On the first day of the Somme, July 1st, 1916, the British Army suffered 57,000 casualties. One day, men climbed out of trenches and walked straight into machine guns because the generals still believed in glory. In the trenches, soldiers choked on their own lungs after gas attacks, chlorine, phosgene, mustard. Over 1 million gas casualties. Then the Spanish flu arrived, helped on its way by overcrowded troop ships and broken immune systems. 50 million more dead worldwide. They called it civilized warfare. The money side of the ledger was just as brutal. Direct costs topped $200 billion at the time, trillions in today's money. Britain, France, Germany, all borrowed until their economies cracked. Inflation exploded. Currencies collapsed. Veterans begged on street corners while governments counted the interest on war debts that would haunt the next generation. 4 empires, Russian, German, Austro-Hungarian, Ottomans, simply ceased to exist. New borders were drawn with pencils and arrogance, ignoring the people who actually lived there. The peace treaty at Versailles planted landmines across Europe and the Middle East. The war that was supposed to end all wars industrialized killing and guaranteed the next one. We are still living with its consequences. Even the Earth itself was charged. The Western Front became a poisoned moonscape of trenches, craters, and unexploded shells. Many still buried today, slowly leaking toxins into French and Belgian soil more than a century later. In the cost ledger of civilization, World War I is written in blood and compound interest. The page never balanced. The question is, how much more are we willing to pay next time? The cost ledger, uncovering the cost of civilization.